How you doing, guys? My name is Toby Fernandez. I have been personal trainer for more than 27 years, and I have a degree from the University of Central Florida in Science of Sports. Today's video is going to be about something really important that coaches, personal trainers, and athletes need to know. And it is about the basic principle of sport training. I know that no one knows everything, and no one has the absolute truth. And for that reason, we must update our knowledge every day and be aware of all scientific advances in sport. We must understand that life is in constant movement and everything is subject to change. Say, for example, the type of training that Arnold Schwarzenegger used to do, it's not the same that took Dorian Yates to the top, not the same to Jay Cutler, not the same to Big Ramy. As some professionals today train once a week, each body part, other twice a week, another 3 times a week, according to their physiological response. But all these champions follow the basic principle of sport training. Scientific advances never stop, guys. And why do I need to know this principle? If I am not going to be a personal trainer or a coach? Well, if all people trying to get in any sport program knew this, I can assure you that they would be better bodybuilders, better football players, better judokas, better boxers, and better in all disciplines of sport training. And they don't have to go to the university like me to learn it. But what are the principles of sport training? The basic principle of sport training. They are defined as general rules applicable in the training of any sports discipline. They are aspects that occur by the simple fact of applying physical stress to the body. But what are they for? The principle of training allows us to establish the guidelines and define the training system in such a way that it has a logic that allows us to adapt to the complex uncertain context of the athlete in order to progress adequately and safely. In my opinion, the principles are the basic tool for every coach. They are the criteria we use to plan, apply, and adjust training load in search of meaningful, current, and effective training. Today I'm going to talk about just one of the 5 principles of sport training. The reason why is that explain all of them in one video is going to be very long and boring. The first one is load or dosage. Load is divided by volume over intensity of the load. The training load volume is defined as the total amount of activity carried out in the training, which in the attempt to find muscle mass is expressed in number of series, repetition, or kilos lift. That's why most of people looking to get fit or want muscle mass trying to keep the repetition volume between 8 to 12. Reason why is you feel that you can do 12, stop on 8, and add weight. And the intensity of the load, it is defined as the strains or the stimulus experienced by the individual during an effort at any given time, between series, repetitions, and kilos. So load intensity is measured by time. We can say that load volume is equal repetition, weight, and sets, and intensity seconds and minutes, time. When you go to the gym, please don't waste your time. Don't waste your time, guys. You know why? Because you're not going to be able to acquire all the fit and the effort you apply to your body is not going to be productive. The acquisition of sport training is given by the ability of the athletes to follow this principle. When does it happen? When working against progressive resistance. Increasing the weight constantly. But do not forget, little by little, gradually. Your muscles grow when you push them to progressive resistance work. If there is no resistance, there is no muscle growth, which can be increasing weight, series, or repetition, or decreasing rest time. Rest time depending on your training goal. You only decrease time between series if your goal is competitive. If not, keep rest between sets for 1 minute to 1 minute 30 seconds, depending on the type of exercise you're doing. Do not forget that being in shape or become a bodybuilder is an individual experiment with your body. Whatever works for you, that's good. But my advice is when you go to the gym for the first time, try to find a personal trainer who indicates you in your first steps. Good luck!